Hi, welcome to another video. I believe this is number 26 in my Learning German with Lakshman series. My name is Lakshman Sybil. I'm a junior in the Edgemont Junior Senior High School, and I've been working with German for maybe a year and a half now. Um, and I have a series. I have actually two main series on my YouTube channel. I have a podcast that I upload pretty uh, consistently. I believe they're mid-20s. That's the number of episodes we have right now. If you're interested in German culture, German history, generally speaking, anthropology, speaking about different cultures, some important issues around the world that are relating to culture, you should check it out. But let's focus on this video. We're going to be talking about imperatives. Now, imperatives are crucial to German language and understanding German because and it can also, by the way, it's crucial because, they're used a lot in German, but it's difficult because imperatives, a lot of times in language learning, you can take something that you see in English and then you can think of a similar concept that exists in German, and you can use the way you think of that concept in English to think of that concept in German. And that's a really effective strategy. I use that all the time. The problem is, with imperatives, they're not really that common in English. You just have infinitives, um, like run or jump, or that's your imperatives. And you would say, you obviously you say those things are common, but German imperatives are more complicated because in German there are three forms of you. Sorry, you can't see the end of that slide, the last bullet, but there are three forms of you in German, and that's because there are three ways of addressing someone in German. So, um, when you say an imperative, when you conjugate it, there are three forms of them, and that's important. And imperatives are the command form of a verb. What does that mean? It means, like I said, run, jump, those types of words. And there's only one imperative in English, and it's the affinitive. Um, and you would say, when you say run, who are you saying run to? You're not saying run to yourself. You're saying run to someone else, right? So you're directing it at the second person. And that's ultimately the reason why there are multiple forms of the imperatives in German. If an infinitive ends in ELN, and this is a rule, by the way, but these rules are really important, so I believe they should be included. Um, but if an infinitive ends in ELN, ERN, or IGEN, or even MEN, the E ending is not optional. That's very important. It's not optional and it must be included in the do imperative because remember, going back to this slide, do is one of um, those three forms of you. That's why. So when you go to slide 3, that's why it must be included in the do imperative. Now, if the present tense of a verb is irregular, it has an umlaut in the second person, and the third person is singular, that umlaut does not occur in the imperative. That should be pretty straightforward. And then the ear imperative is normally identical to the present tense case of ear. And this is the same with the C imperative, so that makes it a little easier for you because that's two of your forms, except that the C imperative also, the C singular, also accompanies the imperative form. So when you would say run, for example, if you were to say run using the C imperative, you would have to say see and then run. Um, see, okay, so that should make sense. Um, it's a little different. So C is a little different than air, but those two are pretty straightforward. There are a few rules that you need to know, like we have here. And even when you get more advanced, there are even more rules. These are really, just the standard basic ones. But imperatives are very useful in German. It's very important that you learn them. And I hope that you have a better understanding of them after this video. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to the channel if you're interested in more content like this. Drop a like to help with the YouTube algorithm. And goodbye, and thank you.